I want to show you the email I sent in response to my teacher saying they won't be using my pronouns this semester. I'm sorry, I think there was a misunderstanding here. You seem to think I'm making some kind of a request. I was just informing you of my correct name and pronouns so you know how to refer to me. Intentionally misgendering a student is actively creating a hostile learning environment and discriminating on the basis of gender identity. That goes against the school's non-discrimination statement. I know you wouldn't want to do that. I'm sure you understand that I expect to be treated with at least basic levels of respect and human decency in the classroom. I look forward to meeting you in class next week and working with you through the semester. Regards, Shade. They, them. That should get the message across, right?
Wrong again, idiot.
So we've seen some studies and news stories and such here on the channel in the past about how employers steer clear of hiring people that put their pronouns on their resume, especially they, them pronouns. And that young lady we just heard from in the first clip is a perfect example as to why that is the case. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a very cringe-filled Clown World update for you guys today, and as usual, we just don't have any time to waste, so let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment, so we've seen some pretty crazy body modifications, or body mods, as the cool kids say, as far as tattoos and piercings and such here on the channel lately. And I saw this photo making its rounds on the interwebs and just had to show it to you guys. I think this is probably the most extreme case we've seen so far.
Why? Why would you do that to yourself?
All right, let's keep it moving with yet another celebrity, or in this case, a rock star who suffers from a severe case of TDS, also known as Trump derangement syndrome. Here we have Billy Joe Armstrong from the band Green Day. Now, you would think these guys would be anti-establishment, but they're the exact opposite of that. And we had a pretty good idea that Billy Joe and the band Green Day weren't fans of Trump when they came out at Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve and sang this. I'm guessing he's all about that Build Back Better agenda. Anyway, here is Billy Joe's take on the current political climate in the United States. Roll it.
Like the way that CNN and Fox News and MSNBC, the news outlets that we are, they're cable news, treated this presidential campaign like a fucking reality TV show. It's like Family Feud. You ever see Family Feud? It's just like they put two families apart and whoever answers the question, and then, there's music and people, and that's what it was like watching the news. And it wasn't news. They created Donald Trump. The media created Donald Trump. And he was a reality star. He was smart enough to know that if I just keep to my reality star hooks by eliminating one person at a time, just like I do in my show, and using vulgarity and saying stupid things about, minorities, then I'm going to get what I want, because people love a fucking asshole. It got to a point where all people could talk about were emails and assault. And while those things have their value, there's other things like how people are going to get their health care or how or climate change, or there's no issues anymore. It was just more about attacks. And so I just think they're not reporting anymore. I think our civil liberties are at stake. And now that we have an entirely conservative government, I think our civil liberties are under attack right now, because we made a lot of cultural progress when it comes to gay marriage, climate change, and healthcare, and sort of, gender identity, and it's and I think that those are the blowback from that is this sort of white nationalist movement that Donald Trump started, and so that I think he grew a monster, and it's. I don't know how it's going to play out, but it seems pretty terrifying right now.
This guy is fucking stupid.
Now, this fella with the pink My Little Pony jersey has been so brainwashed with propaganda that he thinks just because he identifies as trans non-binary, that if Trump gets elected, he's going to have to go into hiding. For what? Roll it.
I'm scared. I'm afraid of what is going to happen if Trump becomes president. I'm afraid that I will have to go into hiding. I'm afraid that I will have to leave my family. I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to be with the one I love. I have really good friends that are speaking up for people like me. And if you're cishet and you believe that transgender people need to be here, then I need you to speak up too. I need you to make sure that Trump doesn't win, that we vote all of the Republicans out.
I suggest you stop whining like a little bitch.
All right, guys, these next couple of clips are going to be very cringe-inducing and honestly kind of hard to get through. So I hope you can stick it out. Don't make me go through this alone. Anyway, this first clip, I honestly don't know what the is going on here. There's a bunch of ladies working at an office and they decided to film this and then upload it onto the interwebs and put it out there for the world to see. Why? I have no idea. Roll it.
Gen Z boss and a mini. Gen Z boss and a mini. Itty bitty titties and a bulb. Itty bitty titties and a bulb. 5'3" and an attitude. 5'3" and an attitude. Secret product in the trench. Secret product in the trench. New friend green and a sneaky link. New friend green and a sneaky link. Fake 10 hands in a hoop. Fake 10 hands in a hoop.
Bitches be crazy.
Well, at least it looked like they were having fun at the office, right? Anyway, next up. So here we have this couple that goes to Crumble Cookie Shop, and this cringe fest ensues. Roll it.
Crumble.
Crumble cookie.
We gotta do this quick. Strawberry milkshake.
So you didn't bring a napkin.
That's actually so good. I actually love that one. That's really good. I think this one's like sea salt caramel or something. I don't think I'm gonna like this one either. It's hard.
Caramel.
It's hard. Usually I like things hard. Just kidding. That was so much caramel.
Throw that away.
I don't like that one. Peanut butter chocolate chip.
Peanut butter chocolate chip. Peanut butter chocolate chip. Peanut butter chocolate chip. Peanut butter chocolate chip. Peanut butter chocolate chip. Peanut butter chocolate chip. Peanut butter chocolate chip. Peanut butter chocolate chip. Baseball bat.
Okay, that one's actually really good. That's a good one.
Butter.
That's a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
What's this one called? I don't know. I don't know what this is called, but it's something for sure.
The Rocky Road. It's chocolate cookie, almonds.
I like that one. I like it. I like it! But I know I'm not gonna like it as much as this one. Hold on, let me finish chewing.
Go first.
You wanna try it first?
That was dirty.
That one is so good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How do we end these videos?
Ow.
Sorry. Sorry.
You guys look like... What do they look like, Jimmy?
Dorks. They look like a couple of dorks.
Hey, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen now. I honestly can't tell if that's a filter on this guy's face or what. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by our first sponsor, is our great friend Patty Howe. And Patty, thank you so much for sponsoring yet another video. I really appreciate all the continued love and support. Second sponsor of today's video is VoodooBear.com, and they are home of the original Adventure Buddy travel cushion. So you can get your pet's face put on a cushion or a pillow, or your friend's face or family's face. It's very cool. Definitely go check out their website. I will put a link to that in the description box below. And that was voodoobear.com. So once again, today's video sponsors are Patty Howen and voodoobear.com. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, get this off the screen. This is creepy. Oof.
Para ti solito, José, con cariño, y te mando un beso, José, para ti solito.
I guess it is a little creepy.
All right, next up we have a little puppet show put on by this fellow who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman. And he starts this TikTok out by saying, I look like a bridge troll. No argument for me. Roll it.
Good morning, everybody. I look like a bridge troll, but here we are. So, I'm just checking in today to say, sorry, hold on. What's for breakfast around here? I've been so hungry since I arrived. You got nothing. Is this how all trans girls live? Oh. Hi, this is Marvin, my new housemate. I need somebody to help me pay rent. Well, we didn't talk about that. No, we didn't. You know, I may be just a lowly professor with a hand up my butt. However, excuse me, it's this Minnesota spring, or whatever you call it. I'm here today to tell you that trans rights are human rights. And if you don't like a trans girl pooping next to you, don't poop in public. That's all I got. How was that? Was that okay? Fuck. Ugh. I'm so camera shy. We're still recording. We're still recording. Are they still watching? Is this thing on?
That's fucking weird, huh? Holy shit. What the hell was that all about?
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up. Not quite yet. I have one more clip after this, but we'll be wrapping it up on the theme of Vice President Chlamydia Harris. Now, here we have former White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki talking about just how great Chlamydia Harris is. So I think we all know what's coming next, right? Anyway, she says people are critical of Chlamydia Harris because of sexism and racism. Anyway, we're going to hear just how great Harris is after this clip. Roll it.
Kamala Harris, the vice president, I'm going to call her vice president now because I keep calling her. She is like, in my view, an undervalued talent. She's a very fierce communicator. She's very strong, especially on one of the core issues that made the election maybe won or lost on, which is abortion rights.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
And this is why I think when she did a couple of interviews after the debate, I was sitting on the set with a bunch of other NBC anchors, and everybody was like, that was great. It's like, yeah. That's what she's doing out in the country, and nobody is really tracking it. It's just, that's who she is. But there is a caricature out there. It's almost like public opinion hasn't caught up with what she is doing out there. And also, we live in a country that is sexist and racist. So, there is that. Not everybody at all, but there is a level of it that does impact elections.
Just when I think you've said the stupidest thing ever, you keep talking.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of a brand new speech given by Vice President Chlamydia Harris, where she reaches into her old bag of tricks and pulls out the unburdened by what has been line, complete with the hand motions and everything. This might be our next president. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
They taught us that we could do anything and should never be burdened by the limitations of other people to be able or not be able to see what can be. And this is that community who understands and can see what is possible unburdened by what has been.
I don't know what the f*** you're talking about. And you ain't black.